The primary school I observed in, Hugo Schmidt Elementary School, was located in an upper middle class neighborhood in Brandon. The school was a pretty typical elementary school. It had administration in the front with the large front office with the secretaries and the complex of classrooms behind it. The further you went down the hall, the higher the grade level was, and then within the classroom you had students typically grouped in about 4, and the teaching station in the middle, including projectors, books, a laptop, docking station, other materials used within the lesson. In contrast to this, Lincoln Magnet School, located in Plant City, which was also an elementary school, was located in a much, much poorer neighborhood. It is a Title I school. And the technology at the school is a little bit more updated than at Hugo Schmidt. And the students, instead of being arranged in groups in the classroom, I noticed were in rows. However, there was still the teaching station in the middle with the laptop docking station and all that sort of stuff used throughout the lesson. Teachers in both schools were highly focused on individual responsibility, accountability, and academic excellence. However, Lincoln, being a magnet school focused on international studies, had a more diverse perspective, as shown by qualities posted that a student should aim for on the walls of the classroom. The emphasis on academic excellence has a lot to do with school grade, which was determined by FCAT scores. Because of the deadline and importance placed upon the school of the grade and the FCAT scores, the administration has a lot of expectations of the teachers, and this can be very difficult for the teachers to meet all that they want them to do throughout the day. And one 4th grade teacher at Lincoln explained to me that you have to be very, very organized to even come close to getting everything done. And factors such as sickness, award ceremonies, school pictures, fire drills are things that simply claw more away at the precious time you have. At Hugo Schmidt Elementary, the students are expected to take responsibility, be prompt, and strive for academic excellence. These expectations are upheld by recognition and emphasis by administration on the morning show, with rewards, praise, and recognition from teachers, as well as posting of the school rules in all classrooms, hallways, and stairwells. Many of these goals are similar at Lincoln Elementary. However, they have the additional goal of being culturally aware of various cultures. It is shown by their designation as International Studies Magnet School. And artwork in the office and hallways emphasize this, as well as the qualities emphasized, such as being open-minded and balanced and things like that. This shows a commitment to pluralism on behalf of Lincoln Magnet School. And I also noticed that the tests the students took in classes were structured very similar to FCAT tests, emphasizing their goal to achieve a high school grade by getting those students accustomed to taking a test formatted that way. The reward systems for being prompt, efficient, following directions, being responsible, and showing effort towards academic excellence further emphasize the goals on an individual level. At Lincoln, students were integrated in all senses of the word. However, at Hugo Schmidt, while classes were integrated by ethnicity and socioeconomic status, there was segregation by gender. In the 4th grade classrooms, there was only one classroom that was still integrated by gender, and that was an optional, up to the parents option. The morning news program and the teachers played a large role in conveying expectations, and posters and test structures also further emphasized goals of the schools. The artwork in the main office at Lincoln Elementary depicted a higher level of pluralism than I expected, as I'd never been in an elementary school that made a point of incorporating multiple cultures into the curriculum. But many of the goals of the school were pretty expected and fairly universal, striving for academic excellence, emphasizing reading, and things like that. However, the segregation of males and females at Hugo Schmidt shocked me the most, and while they still have access to the same teachers, materials, and content, I strongly disagreed with this practice and feel as though it could be detrimental and promote sexism because it creates a kind of us and them between males and females in the even in young grades. I also learned that teaching in a diverse manner is not only up to the individual instructor, but also administration and the district as a whole, and these are things to pay attention to when looking for a position as a teacher. From my observations, my idea that a diverse teaching perspective is enriching has been reinforced because I noticed a difference in the demeanor and the level of interest that the students showed towards material and the different levels and topics of ideas expressed by the students at Lincoln Elementary.